friends, what's up? Welcome to another vlog. We're starting by flashlight because our power's out. Yeah, it's been an interesting start to the morning. Welcome to the vlog. My name is Ashley. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Yeah, so our power went out about 40 minutes ago-ish. And supposedly they have someone on their way to fix it. It's just in like our district of our town. It's been feeling like forever because we have one flashlight because Dossie broke the other one. And so we're just sitting here in the dark. Luckily Dossie's DVD player had a full charge, so finally got him entertained. He was not very happy because he likes to keep the lights on and they weren't working, and he was mad because I couldn't fix them. And then he's mad I wouldn't let him play with the flashlight. So yeah, that's been the morning so far. I don't know if this is going to be a one-day vlog or a week-long vlog. We're just going to find out. Truth be told, I would read, but there's really like this light on my face, that's it. There's not really enough light to read. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna sit here and wait for the power to come back on. And I hope it does soon because my phone's at a low battery. Find out. It's a Monday. A very rainy Monday. Luckily we are in the same district as a school, so they have to come fix it fast. That is a silver lining. Okay, I think I've managed to adjust the light and wait just enough to get some reading done. I don't love reading in the dark. It's not the most relaxing, but it's reading. So let's see if I can do this. By the way, if you can't tell, Dossie is watching The Incredibles.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Okay, so power came back on. It was off a little over an hour. I did get some reading done, and I think I'm going to continue reading just because I feel like it's a really good book day. I am going to put Chopped On in the background just because, I don't know, am I the only one who's like this? You gotta have some kind of sound in the background, and usually a TV show just works better for me, especially one that I've seen before, because then if I miss it, I'm not missing anything, but also like I have noise so it's not too quiet, so I don't feel like, I don't know, so like weird about it that I can't focus on reading. It's a whole thing. I'm a very odd person. I'm sure you guys have guessed that by now. I did plug my phone in because I wanted to have a full charge just in case power goes out again. So we'll see where the day goes. Okay guys, so I finished my book, and I don't know if I said what I was reading. I was reading The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore by Laurie Gilmore. This is the second book in the Dream Harbor series, and I just want to talk about it because, you know, we haven't been filming much lately, so I haven't talked about books, and I'm pretty sure the last time I talked I was still very deep in reading. Right? This clip is brought to you with sound effects by my 3-year-old. But anyways, I'm not really in a reading rut anymore, but I have been reading these books really slow. Oh, are you okay, dude?
Okay.
Okay. You good?
Okay.
Do you need a hug? All right. Anyways, I've been absolutely loving these books. they're kind of like the cozy romances that just like warm your soul, but you also get a good nice dose of smut, which I really love. And like I just have been enjoying them so much, and I love that, you know, you personally, for me, I don't see the Gilmore Girls vibes that I was told inspired them. I love them very much. It's just for me that connect isn't there. I just love them in general. I had already read The Pumpkin Spice Cafe, which I really liked. And then I read this one, and then I have The Christmas Tree Farm on my cart. And then there's 2 more coming out next year that I am excited to read. But because they're not coming out until next year, I've kind of been making myself read through these very slowly, just because I love them so much that I know when I have to wait, I'm just gonna be bummed. But like when I'm reading them, they're so good that I just can like not put the book down. But yeah, that is what I've been reading lately. I really enjoyed this one, and I felt like personally I related to the main character a lot more in this book than the first book, probably because she's a very bookish girl. You know, to me, the love story of like, you know, him truly caring and noticing little details and making, it's not necessarily big gestures, which he does make, but like that kind of like little things romance that just meant a lot to her and were very true to her. That to me is one of my favorite things in romance books, like if we're talking about the actual love story. And also, I really just wanted to work at her bookstore. Like, it sounds like it would be so much fun. And I loved it. This one was definitely a lot, and I mean a lot smuttier than the first book. But all the same, I loved it. Like, I'm not like a star rating kind of girl, but if I were a star rating, I know the typical one's like 5, I would give it like 10 out of 5. It was that good. And I'm very, you know, The Christmas Tree Farm, I'm excited to read it because I love the series, but also it's a very different dynamic. The main character is described as a Grinch, the word I used, because she briefly showed up in this book and was another word that rhymes with Grinch. So I'm hoping that's not the whole book. Personally, for me, when somebody's just flat out hateful, it can make a book hard to read. So I'm nervous about reading that one, but I'm also excited. Anyways, that is my reading update. I would ask Josh to give a reading update, but he's mostly just been focusing on comics lately. He hasn't really like just sat down and read his books, because he borrowed a bunch of comics from our friend Mike, and the 2 of them, you know, he wanted to read through them so he could get them back to Mike, because they trade comics sometimes. Well, let me tell you, there's like 8 boxes of comics in my closet, and he loves that, so I'm excited for him. But yeah, let's see, last night after we ended the last vlog, the boys wound up making banana muffins. Dossie is learning to bake. He's doing very well. He does a lot of it on his own. Last night he was a little crazy, so Josh had to take over a little more than he usually does. But he's very good at it. He loves cooking and he loves helping in the kitchen, which is really cool. My mom even got him a set of those like toddler safe knives so he could learn in the kitchen. And that's just a really cool thing that we enjoy getting to watch him do. So I think it's gonna be a very baking heavy season for us. Josh is a baker, Dossie loves it, it's the holidays. We've got like a whole list of cookies we wanna try and treats. So yeah, you can expect a lot of baking in coming videos. Not from me. I have the baking curse. I somehow burn, unless it's like a casserole I'm baking, or like a dinner, for some reason I can bake those just fine. Baking an actual baked good, no. I can pull it off with assistance, but I think we all know the story about how I have a tendency to even burn boxed cornbread. I'm the taste tester, except for with the peanut butter cookies because I really hate peanut butter.
So we're doing the green pinto bean enchilada recipe tonight.
We made this recipe quite a few times.
What?
We made this recipe a lot.
Yeah, and this one's pretty good. But as always, I shall film the process. So.
Yeah, see how much better the sauce is compared to on the bottom.
Definitely.
Alright, now we just gotta... Oh, I see tortilla. Beautiful.
So I have no idea if it was mentioned on here, but we made Greek yogurt coleslaw for tomorrow's dinner.
Looks like you put more paprika than usual.
It was called for 2 tablespoons. And that's what I thought I did.
I'm trying to get a decent scoop. Oh, it needs salt. Okay. I think I could use like one more big dollop of Greek yogurt. Okay, so for some reason that we can't figure out, the coleslaw was not good, not even remotely. And we doctored it and we wound up just giving up on it. But you know, that's okay because my Grammy gave us some corn on the cob in the freezer and we're just gonna have that with dinner. Honey!
Huh?
I am talking. Can you please pause the song for a moment?
I'm trying to find a date. Alright.
Anyways. So, earlier I was telling you guys how I was trying to read the Dream Harbor series books really slowly because I didn't want them to end and I knew I was going to be bummed when they did. Well, I tried to be like, oh, I'm not going to start the next one until tomorrow. Didn't happen. And I was going to pace myself. Didn't happen. I read the entirety of The Christmas Tree Farm today and I loved it. I was actually quite relieved because the character was not as bad as they made her out to be. Yeah, there was some points where like in the beginning it was she was kind of annoying in how determined she was to like be standoffish. But it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Like you kind of got the depth to it and very quickly she kind of like softened up and I liked it. And I told you guys that the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore was steamier than the first book. This one puts those two books to shame. So, yeah, I loved all 3 of those books. I can't wait for the next 2 to come out next year. Now I just gotta decide what I'm gonna read next. But anyways, I am gonna end the vlog here because we are tired. And we got stuff to do before we go to bed. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye now.